I call the emergency meeting to order the Marlington Local School District Board of Education on June 12th at 3:30 p.m. Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United
States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The reading of the mission statement in collaboration with staff, community, parents, and students, the Marlington Local School District will develop lifelong learners who understand and apply knowledge and demonstrate excellence in pursuing the highest standards with effective intervention to challenge every student. This meeting is a meeting of the Board of Education in public for the purpose of conducting the school district's business and is not to be considered a public community meeting. Mrs. Berger, could you please call the roll?
Mrs. Gabriel,
Here.
Mr. Hagan,
Here.
Mrs. Humphries,
Here.
Dr. Mason,
Here.
Mrs. Stevens.
Adoption of the meeting agenda. Are there any additions or corrections? Is there a motion that the Marlington Local Board of Education adopt the following agenda for the June 12th, 2020 emergency meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Mrs. Berger, please call the roll.
Mrs. Gabriel,
Yes.
Mr. Hagan,
Yes.
Mrs. Humphries,
Yes.
Dr. Mason.
Yes.
Motion approved 4-0.
Under new business, this resolution is similar to the one that we had at the previous meeting, but there is a change. So I will read through the resolution. Pursuant to revised code 3313.845, the Board of Education of the Marlington Local School District and the governing board of the Stark County Educational Service Center shall enter into an agreement under which the ESC shall provide services to the district as itemized in Exhibit A, a copy of which is attached hereto and incorporated herein. Services provided under such an agreement and the amount to be paid for such preschool services shall be mutually agreed to by the district and the ESC and shall be specified in the agreement. Payment for services specified in such agreement shall be made pursuant to the terms of such agreement. If specified in the agreement as a manner of payment, the Department of Education shall pay the ESC the amount due to it under such an agreement and shall deduct that amount from the payments made to the district under revised code chapter 3317 for an amount not to exceed the amount set forth in Exhibit B, a copy of which is attached hereto and incorporated herein. Any agreement entered into pursuant to revised code 3313.845 and this resolution shall be valid only if a copy of this is filed with the Ohio Department of Education as mandated by revised code 3313.845. The treasurer shall serve a copy of this resolution with the ESC governing board president, superintendent, and treasurer, as well as both the superintendent of public instruction, Office of Quality School Choice and Funding, the State Board of Education president. The superintendent and treasurer are authorized to execute and file this resolution with the Ohio Department of Education along with Exhibits A and B. Is there a motion to accept this resolution?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? I would like to, under discussion, just spell out what Exhibit A is, which that spells out the service that the superintendent treasurer are authorizing the board to approve, which is preschool in the amount of $144,382.79, resource pool days 99 times $420 at $41,580, and administrative costs for $9,387. The total being $195,349.79. And as noted by the treasurer, the individual service amounts are estimated and can be renegotiated by the Educational Service Center and the Marlington Local School District. And then Exhibit B is the same that we had previously, which is in sum total of 195, 349.79, and authorizes the superintendent treasurer to authorize the paperwork to have this deduction made from the state foundation payments. Is there further discussion on this?
So basically, the Exhibit B is what the ESC asked for, and that's what will cause them to continue to do the work that we need them to do.
The Exhibit B will authorize that. Once the signatures are placed and uploaded to the ESC, will authorize the services that Mr. Knoll and ESC have negotiated.
Okay, well, I just have to state, this is the third board meeting in a week, and the continued disruption to how things are run is just mind-boggling to me. You know, Carolyn, one of the reasons that you said that you wanted to hire Attorney Markling was to make communication better and make things run more smoothly, and it appears to me the opposite of what's happening. And I just want to state publicly my frustration with that. The only reason I'm sitting here right now is because we want to continue on with the services to our the preschoolers in the district. And that's the one reason I'm here, but it's very frustrating to continue to be sent in emergency state constantly over things that could have been taken care of Monday night. It could have been taken care of Wednesday night. And here we are Friday afternoon.
Yes, thank you, Karen. And we had asked for a copy of the contract. We were not able to receive that. And this is the best we could do, was come up with our own authorization to split it out so that the board knows what they're authorizing for this agreement. And Mrs. Bruger, if I can ask you, does this contract or this resolution now serve what you need for the purposes of both you and Mr. Knoll signing this agreement?
From my understanding, it, as long as, I mean, the wording in the resolution is changed. So, I mean, as far as the way the resolution reads, I believe it's okay.
Okay, I need you to confirm that because this is required to be filed today by 4 o'clock. So can you please let me know with certainty whether you have any objection to this particular resolution that will need signed and
I mean,
the document signed and uploaded?
let me tell you, the issue before was because the resolution read that we needed to receive that contract from the ESC that we weren't able to get. And so therefore we needed to make payment based on that. So that was sort of what was tying Mr. Knoll and my hands. Now the resolution directs that we have an itemization here as in Exhibit A, and I believe here we're using this as our what was the contract is how I read this resolution now. So, and we're making payment off of this. And so based off of how I read this resolution now that was written by the attorney, I believe that Mr. Knoll and my hands are not tied anymore.
I would concur. As I read the resolution, we have everything that we need to proceed and get this taken care of by the 4 o'clock deadline today.
Okay, and if you would, so my understanding is that both you and Katie will be signing this and uploading it to whatever place it needs uploaded to. And if you would not mind, Katie, if you could please just email confirmation to Mr. Chaddick at the ESC to let him know that that was done. And if you just want to CC me on that email, I would greatly appreciate it.
I told him I would call him immediately following this meeting as well.
Okay.
I will stick with my word and make the phone
Okay.
call just so we're all on the same page.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yep.
Okay. Mrs. Bruger, please call the roll.
Mrs. Gabrick,
Yes.
Mr. Hagan,
Yes.
Mrs. Humphries,
Yes.
Dr. Mason.
Yes.
Motion approved 4-0.
And I do want to thank everyone for attending this meeting. It's greatly appreciated. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Is there any discussion? Ms. Brugger, please call the roll.
Mrs. Gabrick,
Yes.
Mr. Hagan,
Yes.
Mrs. Humphries,
Yes.
Dr. Mason.
Yes.
Motion approved 4-0.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.